Be quiet. A target is located. Time to hunt them.
Good day, everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about the top 5 best gun builds under 30k to use in any mode in Armory. This video is mainly for low storage value players and beginners. This video is also for players who want to use a budget gear set to save money and maximize their profits. I highly recommend that beginners and low storage value players play on normal and lockdown instead of forbidden. If your storage value is under 10 million, you need to minimize your losses. Lockdown is the best way to keep your money safe while you learn the game and master your strategies. The Armory map is a medium-sized map in the game. This map is among the hardest map in the game due to strong bots, the rats, and requires mixed-range combat skill. The map feels like a maze and has a lot of angles to watch out for. In this map, ergonomics, fire rate, and range matters the most. So, these are the top 5 budget guns which are suitable and performs well in Armory. But before we begin, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more Arena Breakout videos like this. Now let's go back to the video. Number 5. The FAL for under 30,000. Usually, this weapon is just for rich players, but today, we are making a budget monster. Let's break down the 3 pros and 3 cons of this cheap FAL build so you can start destroying lobbies on a budget. First, let's talk about why this budget build is absolutely amazing. Pro number 1 is cheap ammo options. You do not always need to buy the most expensive bullets. By using Tier 3 BPZ and Tier 4 M80 ammo, you save a ton of money. Because the FAL hits so hard naturally, these cheaper bullets will still easily punch through most budget armors and drop players fast. Pro number 2 is the fire rate. A lot of people think this heavy gun shoots slow, maybe under 500 rounds per minute. But it actually shoots at a blistering 600 rounds per minute. For a gun that shoots massive 7.62 bullets, this speed is absolutely crazy. Pro number 3 is good base accuracy. Even without expensive laser sights and heavy barrels, the FAL naturally shoots very straight on single fire mode. If you tap the trigger from medium distance, your bullets will hit exactly where you aim. But hold on. Building a legendary gun for under 30,000 comes with a serious price. Let's look at the cons. Con number 1 is massive, high recoil. Because we are using cheap, basic stocks and front grips to save money, the gun is going to kick like a wild horse on full auto. You have to drag down hard on your screen if you spray this weapon. Con number 2 is that the price can easily exceed 30k if you are not careful. The base gun might be cheap, but if you accidentally buy a fancy scope, or decide to grab a 30-round magazine instead of the standard 20, your budget is instantly destroyed. You must be very disciplined in the gunsmith. Finally, con number 3 is low ergonomics. A cheap FAL is very heavy and awkward to handle. Your character will take longer to aim down the sights, and your arm stamina will drain incredibly fast while you are holding an angle and shooting. Overall, a 30k FAL is a high-skill, high-reward challenge. If you use strong ammo, tap fire for better accuracy, and control that crazy recoil, you will melt fully geared players. What do you think? Can you handle the kick of a budget FAL? Let me know in the comments below. Number 4, the Scar L. This is the Scar L build that costs under 30,000 kun. Can a cheap gun survive the high-tier players and the deadly bots? let's break down the 3 pros and 3 cons of this 30K SCAR L so you can decide if it belongs in your next loadout. First, let's talk about the pros and why this cheap rifle might actually save your life. Pro number 1 is good range. The Armory has tight rooms inside the bunker, but the outside areas and long main hallways require a gun that can reach far. The SCAR L excels here. It allows you to fight enemies from a safe distance before they can even get close to you. Pro number 2 is good accuracy. This weapon shoots incredibly straight. Even with our cheap, under 30K budget parts, the bullets go exactly where you point your crosshair. If you like aiming for headshots to instantly delete players, this gun will feel very reliable in your hands. Pro number 3 is low recoil. The SCAR L is famous for being incredibly stable. Unlike other rifles that kick wildly into the sky, this gun barely moves when you hold down the trigger. It is an absolute laser beam, making it super easy to use for players who struggle with hard recoil control. But wait, the Armory is full of heavily armored squads, and a budget gun has serious downsides. Let's look at the cons. Con number 1 is a slow fire rate. The SCAR L shoots much slower than other 5.56 assault rifles. While this slow speed helps keep the recoil low, it means you are putting fewer bullets into your target every second. This leads directly to con number 2, which is a slow elimination time. Because it fires slowly, your overall time to kill is much longer. If you turn a corner inside the bunker and run face-to-face into an enemy with a fast-firing weapon, they will usually melt your health bar first. Finally, con number 3 is unreliable hipfire. If someone surprises you up close and you panic shoot without aiming down your sights, the bullets will scatter all over the place. The hipfire spread is simply too wide on this budget build. You must always aim down your sights to guarantee a hit. So, what do you think? The 30K SCAR L is a fantastic, pocket-friendly laser for the outside zones and long hallways of Armory. Just avoid rushing blindly into ultra-close bunker fights. Number 3, the Groza. Normally, this weapon can be tricky to manage, but today we are building a deadly Groza for under 30,000. This compact assault rifle can be the ultimate budget king for close quarters combat in TV station. Let's break down the 3 pros and 3 cons of the 30K Groza so you can dominate your next raid. First, let's talk about the pros and why this gun feels so incredibly good to use. Pro number 1 is good ergonomics. Because the Groza is a bullpup design, it is very short and very light. This means your character can move incredibly fast. You can aim down your sights fast and for a long period of time, and your gun is small enough to make you move faster and lighter when you are fighting inside tight buildings or small rooms. Pro number 2 is the fire rate. This little beast shoots at 720 rounds per minute. In close-range fights, you need to put bullets into your enemy as fast as possible. With a fire rate of 730, the Groza easily outguns most standard assault rifles in the game. Pro number 3 is good ammo. The Groza uses special 9x39mm bullets. This ammo is absolutely incredible. It naturally does a massive amount of damage and easily cuts right through enemy armor. If you hit your shots, your enemies will drop almost instantly. But wait, this budget build comes with some serious hidden traps. Let's talk about the cons. Con number 1 is short range. The Groza is not a sniper rifle. The special bullets it shoots are very heavy and travel slowly, so they drop down quickly over long distances. If you try to fight players across a large open map, you will miss your targets. You must stay inside buildings and force close-range fights. Con number 2 is weak recoil control. Because this gun shoots very fast and uses heavy bullets, the recoil kicks very hard. If you hold down the trigger, your screen will jump around a lot. You have to pull down hard with your finger to control the spray. Finally, con number 3 is expensive magazines and ammo. Here is the big trap. The gun itself is very cheap to buy, but the special 30-round magazines and the premium bullets are very expensive. Even if you stay under 30K for the gun, you might go broke just trying to keep it loaded. So, what is the final verdict? The 30K Groza is a close-quarters monster with top-tier ammo and speed, but you have to manage your money carefully so you do not go broke buying bullets. What do you think? Will you run the Groza today? Let me know in the comments. Number 2, the AK-102. Can a super cheap weapon actually survive against high-tier squads and deadly bots? Let's break down the 3 pros and 3 cons of this 30K AK-102 so you can dominate your next raid without going broke. First up, let's look at why this budget weapon is a hidden beast. Pro number 1 is a good fire rate. Coming in with a smooth and steady speed, it fires fast enough to drop enemies quickly but slow enough that you can easily control your shots. You get great combat power without wasting all your expensive ammo in 1 second. Pro number 2 is noise suppression. In a map as deadly as Armory, staying silent is key to survival. Because this build allows you to attach a cheap suppressor while staying under 30K, you can take out targets and flank enemy squads completely off the radar. Pro number 3 is low recoil. The AK-102 is famous for having one of the smoothest recoil patterns in the entire game. Even with basic budget parts, it shoots like a total laser beam, making it incredibly easy to lock onto an enemy and hold down the trigger. But remember, running an Armory raid for under 30,000 Kun means making some sacrifices. Let's talk about the cons. Con number 1 is low ergonomics. To keep the price low, we have to skip those fancy, lightweight stocks and ergonomic grips. This makes the gun feel heavy, meaning your character will aim down the sights slowly, and your arm stamina will drain fast while holding angles. Con number 2 is low accuracy. The budget barrel has quite a bit of bullets spread over long distances. If you try to challenge snipers across giant open areas, your bullets will fly wide. You need to keep your fights to medium distances inside the facility. Finally, con number 3 is unreliable hipfire. If an enemy jumps around a corner and surprises you up close, do not panic spray from the hip. The bullet spread is totally unpredictable without aiming, and you will miss your target. You must train your muscle memory to always aim down your sights first. So, what do you think? The 30K AK-102 is an absolute god-tier budget rifle for Armory if you play stealthy and take smart, aimed fights.
Ilalim ako. Gusto rin ilalim ako.
Tara, tama ako sa inabutan ko pa to. Parang inabutan ko.
Posti ah.
Oo, ang bilis mo pagod, sipay. Ayot na yan. Hindi tumama lahat ng tira ko eh. Pahiya, gago.
Gusto rin yan sa kalaban.
oh. Ano to? Call for reinforcement.
Call in reinforcements.
Number 1, the AKM. Everyone loves a good AK, but did you know you can build a highly dangerous one for under 30,000 kun? If you are tired of losing all your money on expensive assault rifles, this budget build is for you. Let's break down the 3 pros and 3 cons of the 30K AKM so you can start winning your raids today. First, let's talk about the good stuff. Why is this cheap gun so strong? Pro number 1 is good recoil control. Normally, heavy assault rifles kick really hard. But if you put on a cheap wooden grip and a basic muzzle brake, the recoil on the AKM becomes very easy to manage. You can hold down the trigger, pull down on your screen, and keep your crosshair right on the enemy's chest. Pro number 2 is the fire rate. The AKM shoots at exactly 600 rounds per minute. Now, this is not the fastest gun in the game, but that is actually a great thing. A fire rate of 600 makes the gun feel very smooth. It gives you time to adjust your aim while you are shooting, and it stops you from wasting all your expensive bullets in 1 second. Pro number 3 is powerful ammo. The AKM shoots large 7.62 bullets. These bullets hit incredibly hard. Even if you buy cheaper Tier 3 and Tier 4 ammo to save money, it will still destroy enemy armor very fast. You do not need to shoot them 10 times, just a few good hits will do the job. But wait, this is a budget gun. It is not perfect. Let's look at the cons. Con number 1 is low ergonomics. Because we are using cheap, heavy parts, the gun is very slow to handle. Your character will take a long time to aim down the sights. Also, your arm stamina will go down very fast if you aim for too long. Con number 2 is low accuracy. The base accuracy of a cheap AKM is just not good. If you try to shoot someone from very far away across an open area, your bullets will fly off target and miss. You need to use this gun at close and medium distances only. Finally, con number 3 is unreliable hipfire. If an enemy surprises you and you shoot without aiming down your sights, the bullets will go everywhere. You will probably miss completely. You must remember to always aim down your sights before you shoot. Overall, the 30K AKM is a heavy hitter. It is a little slow, but if you fight at medium range and aim down your sights, those powerful bullets will do all the heavy lifting. What do you think? Are you an AKM fan? Let me know in the comments below. That is all about the top 5 guns for Armory. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more Arena Breakout guides. Peace out.